Off the bat, okay? So a couple of years ago, I'm pushing Bowl Fresh Piece of Humanity, my kind of memoir. And just a couple of weeks ago, I went on for Killing Lincoln. And the view is unlike any other program, all right? I just said, when I go on with Leno, I'll be on with Leno, he was just on last week, and I'll be on a week from Friday. Leno's kind of an easy guy. He's kind of like the Pillsbury Doughboy, you know, and he's getting out of hand. He's like, oh! And he doesn't want any trouble. You know, he'll do a little of this, but he doesn't want trouble. Letterman, on the other hand, is Dracula. He wants to take it right out of your neck. But you gotta stand up to him. You just gotta give it right back to him. So that's what I do with him. But The View is unlike any other show. Because you have these 5 ladies, all right? One is St. Elizabeth, all right? And the other 4, it depends on what day it is. Barbara I've known since the year after the Civil War ended. I met her in Gettysburg. It was a little thing that she was entertaining some of the Grant's forces. And you know, I have a fairly good relationship with her. And so she'll go, "Girl, we have to come on the show." And I go, "Oh my God, all right." So a couple of years ago, the View Studios are on the west side of Manhattan overlooking the Hudson. And I'm driving in, and I'm doing some work and this, that, and the other thing, and I'm getting there. And nothing is on my mind other than getting this over with. Getting on there, selling Bowl Fresh, and getting back to the Fox studio. That's all I wanted to do. I had no other agenda. Nothing was on my mind. So I walk in, and a nice young woman takes me in, and all of a sudden, I run into Whoopi Goldberg. And I've known her for, 10 years or something like that. We're not friends, but she says, "Hey, Whoopi, how you doing?" Hi. I go, "Hi, Whoopi," and she looks at the floor. And I go, Now, I didn't see Joy Behar. She was in some kind of oxygen tent or something. Hyperbaric team of surgeons there. So I didn't see her. But even though Whoopi was going distant, it bothered me. I figured that was a bad day. So they start the show. Here's The View, and they have their little hot topics, and they talk about the Kardashians, whoever they're talking about. I'm not even paying attention. And then the guy goes, "Oh, you're up next, bro." Okay, all right. So I walk out. There's The View people. Hi. I sit down. Now they always put me next to Behar. Always. You know, I'm kind of trying to maneuver next to Elizabeth. Can we all move down? No. I sit between Behar and Barbara. And there's Whoopi over there, and then Sherry Shepherd and Elizabeth far in. Okay. All right, so I sit down and, start to talk about the book and this, that, and the other thing for about 30 seconds. And then they launch. They launch into the 9/11 mosque. All right? Now, this is what was on their mind from the very beginning, because this was a hot story back then. And I had come out on the fact and said, "Would you put a Benihana at Pearl Harbor? Would you? There's nothing wrong with Benihana. I like Benihana. No. I love it. It's good. All right? Not at Pearl. You give it, but you don't build it at Pearl Harbor. Benihana, Pearl Harbor. No. Okay? That's all I'm saying. You want the mosque down there in downtown? 2 blocks away is fine. Not right on the memorial. So, they're yammering at me, both at the same time, looking at me. Now, it's freedom of religion unless you want to put Merry Christmas on your door, and then they're going crazy. All right? So you try saying Merry Christmas on The View. Oh my God! It says Happy Holidays! But you want the mosque 2 blocks. Oh, the freedom of religion! All right. So I'm just sitting there, and I'm not really even listening, It's just too much verbiage whacking back and forth. I'm going like this. I'm trying to get on the screen. So then Whoopi goes, "So, why don't you want it down there?" I go, "Because Muslims killed us on 9/11. A banshee screamed, and then they get up, and they run off. God's honest truth. Here's what I'm saying. God's honest truth. This is great. How can I get the other 3? Then I'll pick the whole hour. Thanks for coming out, everybody.